I'm going to show you how to add headers and borders or frames to your projects. This is a super cool feature that will really help your projects stand out. So we're going to start with a video like we always do, and we're going to grab a segment of that. So whatever segment we want, we're going to choose that, load that into the designer onto the canvas. And then what we're going to do, the first step is to actually create the mask itself. All right, so we do need to erase the part that we want to appear as a video. And so I'll just do this really quickly to show you what we want to do, okay? And then we could add whatever other elements we want or whatever else. Once we've created the mask, then we can go over here and click on headers. Now, note that this is an upgraded feature. So if you don't have the headers or the frames icons in your dashboard, you'll need to upgrade to unlock them. If I click on headers, it's going to pull up a whole library of headers and footers that we can add to this particular project. Now, the video, the little black square with the circle in the middle, represents the video on the canvas. So in this case, you can see it's a header and it's a footer because there's one above it and below it. As you scroll down, some of these are just headers or just footers. These are just footers because you can see the play button and then there's just a footer below it. All right, so the way it works is to apply any of these, all we're going to do is find the one that we want, and then we can go ahead and click the button, and that will go ahead and apply that to our actual project. And so you can see exactly what it's going to look like, and it's a super cool effect that'll really make your videos stand out. The other thing that's cool about this is you can add different elements on top of this. So you can add text, you can add elements, whatever you want to do, but just to show you, then if you choose a different one, let's say you wanted this one instead, you just click here and it will change it automatically for you to the new one. And then if you wanted to add an element to that, say you wanted to add your logo or whatever else, you would just go ahead and click on that, and then you can add whatever you want, and you could put that there, you know, if you had like a logo or something, and then you could add text to this if you wanted to add text. So you have all the same options that you did before, except that now you can add them to the headers and the footers, which just creates a super cool effect. Okay, now in addition to that, you also have the ability to add frames. Now this particular header and footer sort of have a frame around them. So I'm actually going to switch it up to show you how it looks a little bit better. Okay, so the one thing to note is if you change the frame, okay, after you've added elements, it will erase those elements. All right, so you need to decide on the frame you want to use, the header and footer you want to use first, then add the additional elements in order to be able to change the frame in the background. All right, now that we've done this, let's say we want to add a frame to it. We can click on frames, and then you just click on enable. And you'll notice it puts the border around the outside. Now here's the great thing, we have a color picker. So we could change this color to be whatever we want, black, you know, orange, whatever. And then now you have a beautiful frame and you have the headers and footers. And now, again, if you wanted to add the elements, you can go ahead and add elements to it. And then when you're done, you're just going to go ahead and click render. And what that's going to do is that's going to create a super cool effect. So not only can you make the awesome Clipmagix effects on the videos themselves, but now you can also overlay these things as well. And as always, you can post this to social media, download it, whatever you want to do with it. But that is how you're going to use the upgrade enhanced features of headers and footers and frames as well.